And hello again, and here we are in early July, and it's absolutely fantastic weather. We've had great summer weather for the last few weeks, and here we are, and I think we're at vlog number 4. And looks like there's some interesting bikes in the workshop this week. I see there's a Turbo GSX1400, I think, so we'll look at that, and some other interesting bikes as well. So, I know nothing about this bike at the moment, but I'm sure we can find out in a minute or two. But I can tell you, it's got, what, extended swing arm, great big turbo, and that's about all I can say about it so far. And I've just been told it's got a fault, and so it won't be on the dyno just yet.
If you want.
Yeah, let me in with the camera first.
Came to us.
Yeah, go on. I'll just.
First came to us a couple of years ago. Just came in for a power run, and the owner, I asked obviously what he thought it was going to make, and he said quite a wild claim. And I thought no chance, and he was cock on. It made exactly what he said it was going to make. It was near 220 horsepower at the wheel, and a really nice reliable setup. He hadn't gone too far with it.
It's not really too much boost. How much boost is it making? Is it?
I can't remember how much it was making
but
at
not
the
anything
time.
too outrageous.
But no, nothing unreasonable. You know, 220 horsepower at the wheel is a nice amount. But because he hadn't done anything silly, it just stuck to the book. It worked great. Come back about a year or so ago, and he put nitrous oxide on it.
As well? Oh dear.
Well, exactly, but unfortunately all that happened was that made the clutch slip.
I see it's got an extended clutch cover there, which I assume means it's got a lock-up clutch.
He's now put a lock-up clutch to deal with the clutch slip. Yeah. The bike was running well. It's been off for a turbo rebuild. It's not been running right so far, so he's put in for mapping. I've had it on the dyno. Let me. We've got a couple of little niggly issues with it that are. It's not capping the top end power, but it's capping low down. I'm just not happy it's 100%, to be honest. Yeah. The guy does a bit of drag racing, but only for fun, I think. It's not that kicking. Yeah, it's got extended swing arm. I take it that might be a Spond and something like that. Is it Spond and swing arm? I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, extended. I don't think it was on that last time. All right, there's a bit of money there. So has it still got the nitrous on it, or has he taken that off now? Has he given up? Still got it, but I'm not interested in it, to be honest. It's just a little bonus. Once we're 100% that the bike is running as it should be, then we can introduce nitrous. I mean, we can fire it in now and tell him how much power it's got at the top end, but until that bottom to the mid is sorted, there's not much point worrying about the nitrous yet. It's pissing in the wind. There's no point worrying about the top if you can't get there. No. Yeah, this thing just spins the wheel anyway, because the boost comes on strong, and that's it. It just lights up the rear. Don't need any more power. Okay. And at the back here we've got Mike's amazing H2, which you did some work on last week. Is that all done now, or is it still? No, it's going back on actually. I'm having really good results with that on the cylinder dependent mapping. So we discussed how the airbox has been changed. Planning, I suppose you want to call it, wouldn't you? It's got the radiator in it for the charge cooling system, and it's obviously affecting the dynamics of the airbox quite badly. Each cylinder fuels separately. They always do. I mean, you probably remember some of the like an R6 that we've got in there, the 99 R6s, things like that. Have got different jetting cylinder to cylinder. You know, a couple have got one, a couple have got another. The injector bikes are much more accurate, but because he's changed the airbox significantly, it's flowing very differently. So it's important to trim those cylinders back up to be correct. Once we've got everything spot on, he then wants us to raise the red limit, and that's where we're going to see the 300 horse at the wheel. And what else have we got here? I see you've got the Dyno next to it, which was here last week. Has that been on the dyno yet? Yeah, it has. That's running just shy of 150. Good talker. From the remapping, we get a massive gain through the mid-range of those. There's not a lot of top end, a couple of horsepower at the top, but 10-15 horsepower, significant foot-pounding. So did it have the, I mean obviously it's got the loud pipe on it now, the aftermarket pipe on it. So did it have a map on it? It's got the Zards on it there. Yeah, so was that mapped before you got it, or was that now? No, it's running standard. Map appropriate to the exhaust. So it didn't have one before it came in? No, it didn't, no. Okay, and then over here, swing round, we've got quite a recent R1, a blacked out one. Is that one for you, or is that another service job? That was the job we were looking at, the clutch. Oh, okay. What's wrong with it? Is it slipping or something? There's slight noise, 48 with the slipper. Don't see anything wrong with it, so we'll have another look into it. Yeah, okay, but it's not in for any kind of performance thing. Okay, and they got the American import CBX behind it, which had a brake issue, I believe, that it did. Lister was sorting out. We're waiting on all the new parts, which obviously aren't next day delivery. No, not for something like that. Lovely bit of kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Painters and everyone's cup of tea, but 6 cylinders got to be.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like their sort of a halo product from the 70s, wasn't it? I mean, and I see over here looks like another race bike.
Track slut.
What is it? A
675 Triumph.
675, yeah.
This chap's got an early one and a later one.
Yeah.
This is his earlier one.
So is it like a real race bike or just a track day bike? Does he race
He's racing it, yeah.
Oh right, okay, it's got Popeye racing on it, so...
Yeah, and you can see the lock wiring as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've done a bit of work to that. It's always amazing how much power these old Triumphs make. This one is not, it's hardly a showroom bike.
No,
it is. It's just a cheap race bike. Still got a genuine 120 horsepower at the wheel.
Oh, it's not bad, is it, for 675?
It's not bad at all.
No. And then if we go indoors, into your little domain, I can see a Q reg bike. Into the darkness.
Yeah, well
into the darkness we go.
That's from London, so of course
it's stolen
recovered.
Oh right.
That's the Q plate.
Right. Is this the one that
was actually reframed by the people who stole it?
Oh God.
They managed to buy a V5.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which is why.
Frame.
And then.
Yeah, and unfortunately, since they rebuilt it, they're obviously better at nicking them than they were at building them. So it's had a running fault since then.
Yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
Right.
Check it up here on a Saturday from London.
That's right. Yeah. I was here last week. I was amazed. He sort of went all that way, you know.
Yeah, well, he wanted it done right at the end of the day.
Yeah,
places in London or around down south and fogging him off, trying to take his money.
Yeah.
And he's happy to just come up here, leave it with us. And
so have you resolved the issue now, or oops, that's a noise outside?
All we've done is tests and checks so far. We've tested.
Have you found an issue?
Everything.
Yeah. So it's still going through that process.
We found various things that were wrong.
Yeah.
But not necessarily the things we expected.
Right.
So we'll progress. I've only just fired it back on there this morning, just not on the idle.
Yeah.
Want to get the ducting out and get the Dyno set up, I'll give it some runs.
Okay, so I've spun round and I've seen this thing, which is a dirt bike, which I know nothing about, so I don't even know what make it is. It's a Yamaha, yeah.
It is a Yamaha, I believe. I know nothing about them either. All I know is that I'm going to set it up to stop the bottom end being crap. It was really rich at the bottom. It's basically just furnace plugs. Sat there on the line, he's having to keep it almost 2-stroke style blip in it, so to keep it clean.
So I think it's got a big single cylinder, it's a big single cylinder engine, is it? 600 or something?
Yeah, it's only a little one, I think, 250.
250 single. 4-stroke, 2-stroke? 4-stroke, yeah. To get 2-strokes anymore, they all ban now.
Yeah, you do, yeah. They're doing this direct injection thing now, except it's not direct injection, it's port injection. Yeah. They're going to call it, what do they call it, DPFI or something, direct port fuel injection. It's a lot better than a carburettor, but it's only a halfway house. Yeah, technology will come.
I see it's got a little Dyno jet, Dyno power.
Yeah, that's what we
kind
just
of
stuck on it there, power commander.
That's what it's having, is it?
The good reliable units for this sort of thing, the power commanders. You can hose them down, jet wash them, and they're alright. I know you're not supposed to, you know, but I wouldn't condone jet washing it, but you see people doing it and they're fine. So
what does that make then? I mean, it's a 250 single, so how much power does that make?
I've no idea yet. I'm not really concerned about the power, I'm concerned about it running right.
And now we've moved outside again to the gazebo, or rather under the gazebo, and we've got the Z1100 trike we saw last week but one, and apparently it's now had its gearbox and clutch area rebuilt, so that's okay now, and it's just waiting to have its tuning sorted out. Its carbs are off because it's going to be rejetted, and hopefully then it will be ready to go. And behind it we've got another bike we saw last week, which is the custom framed Gixxer 1100. And as you can see, those big Cayenne FCR 41 carbs have been removed because they were too big for the bike, and I think it's now waiting to have its standard carbs put back on the bike. Or perhaps they're being rejetted now, I'm not sure, but certainly those expensive racing carbs have been taken off, and it's going to have its standard carbs put back on, although of course rejetted to suit the big bore engine and those pipes. So perhaps we'll see it again next week when it might all be back together again, but we'll see. So this bike you've restored, having found it, or it's been in a garage for like 30 odd years.
It
yeah.
20 odd years ago.
Right.
And I stripped it and I said I'll do it all, and I never ever did, and it ended up in a box and out of his garage.
Right.
And the other month he tidied his garage out and just brought it me as a box of bits, and he went, "You still want this?" And I went, "Yeah." And I put that back on road.
Right.
Only to find we were missing the seat, the leg shield.
Right. And it's a C70?
C70C.
Right, from 83 you said?
Yeah.
So you've got it all back together again. You've ridden it here for the first time, have you? And now it's here for MOT?
Well, it's not in the MOT, it's going back to my place now to be stickered up.
Alright, we stick it up and then it's here for an MOT.
Then it's here for an MOT.
Right, which I'm sure it'll pass. And you say it's really quiet when it runs?
Quiet as a mouse, it's a beaut.
Quiet as a mouse. And how many miles has it done? Do you know? A lot or little?
17,000.
God, and it's still running well, is it? So did you rebuild the engine or have you just left it as it was?
No, I've rebuilt it. The only reason I've rebuilt it is because I've painted the cases.
Oh right, okay. Okay. And there's your stickers in your little bag there.
Been interviewed here.
Yeah, Y-Reg 83.
In equity cars.
Yeah, I'll make you famous, don't worry mate. Right, we'll film it going then, we'll have to see how quiet it really is.
Right, I'll see it all in a bit.
Yeah. Will it start first kick?
Don't know. Shall we find out?
Yeah, how exciting.
So I put bats on it.
I'm sure it will, I'm sure it will. Oh,
It's a view.
awesome. Yeah.
See you in a bit.
See ya. And with that, he's gone. So while Sam's popped out, I can film the output chart from that run just now. And as you can see, the top line is the horsepower. I can't quite read it from here. It looks like it's about 99.44, just shy of 100 brake horsepower. It's a little bit uneven, I guess. It's not too smooth. And underneath it, you've got the air-fuel ratio, which should be pretty much on that dotted line. You can see that. And it is a little bit out here and there. So I'm sure Sam can sort that out and get some more power out of this race bike. While next on the dyno is this, the Yamaha 250 motocrosser, which I know nothing about, but I believe it's had quite a lot of work done to it, and it'll be quite interesting to see what it sounds like and how much power it makes on the dyno. Okay, I think I need air defenders for this one. Right. I think I'll leave the camera on and I'll walk outside.
Has he got a kill? Or does he just have to stall it? Alright, okay. Quick look at the dyno jet map, and that's not appropriate at all. That's on 0. That's how it was. Dyno jet map for miles on, just a standard bike. Yeah. So I'm not even going to...
Okay, well we're on to it, and we're convincing too. And so there's a quick look at some of the bikes in the workshop this week, and no doubt if the sunshine continues, which I think it will do, over the next week or two, there'll be plenty more to replace them. So we'll come back next week and see what else has come in for work. So thanks for watching, and cheers.